Today I'm showing you some advanced tactics on enemies as well as tips to help you beat the game. To start off with, you should be working on mastery challenges right out the gate. Get your weapons up so they're more effective. A couple of the really good ones to get up and work on is Hunter. That leap distance, you will constantly be using Hunter, especially if you want to beat enemies fast. Hunter is really good. Teleport right behind them. And then you get bonus damage later with a right. So when you teleport behind them, you get 50% bonus damage for 5 seconds, and you got another combo you can use in the mods to get another 50% bonus damage. So that leap distance is huge. Get Hunter up. Get Apex Predator up while you're at it. Try to take out 3 enemies within 20 seconds after a leap. This is really easy to get up while you're working on Hunter. Another one is go after the credit so you have money. You're going to have more than enough money, so you don't really got to worry about this too much. But Destroyer is really big. Damage dealt. You got to kill a lot of enemies to get this up, but kill everything you see. They'll help you later out in the game. Pick up all your holes. Learn the timing of the perfect dodge. I learned this a little bit late in the game, how to actually do this, like midway through. So that's why mine is not up yet. Destroy the landmines. That one's really easy to do. There's a couple sections where you can just spam kill landmines. The drifting, I didn't drift. I don't really shoot as much as I drift. I teleport behind them a lot more. So my drifting is low, but if you drift a lot, that's a good one to get up. You get less damage while drifting, which is really nice. But another big one to get up is booster. Try to kill enemies with boosting. A lot of the first half of the game, immediately after you teleport behind them, you can kind of boost into the kill. That's kind of how I got mine to 4, and I've been slacking on it because I didn't realize it was on 5, and now I'm gonna go and do more boosting kills. But those are the big ones to get up early. Another thing to note is always get the money laying around. Spam your senses, especially if you're in the first half of the map. As you can see, you'll have more than enough money. I can't upgrade these further at the shop right now. Or maybe if I went back, it's been a minute since I went back, but eventually it will lock out and you'll just have extra money. The other thing you want to spend your money on is a mod if you really like the mod, but also get the upgraded weapons. Generally the upgraded weapons, until you find like a legendary variant in the world, is the best version of the gun. Now the legendary variants all are significantly different than the standard variants, so the standard variants do perform fairly well. It is really good to buy those $2,000 guns. Definitely buy whatever upgraded guns you can get, and always be spending your money on the shield and the hull fragments instead of stacking mods. You'll get mods in the world that are just as good or the exact same or better in the world. I was talking about spamming senses. There's probably not any money over here, but definitely when you're not engaging and you're traveling from one area to another, just spam your senses. As you can see, my leap distance is crazy right now.
Understood.
Look at the target you're trying to get at. Here's another thing. So when you're trying to locate an enemy quickly, just drift into them. You can change guns while you're leaping, so that's very useful. You see I'm on the minigun. I'll teleport, I'll hit left, and now I can immediately use the laser. So when you teleport behind an armored enemy, not a shielded enemy, an armored enemy like this, what you want to do is break out the laser real quick, fire immediately as you teleport. You can even spam the trigger, and you see I'll land 2 shots right there, and now I can finish it off with the minigun. Oh, I missed that kill.
Rejoice in her death.
So right here we have another enemy. You can just teleport behind it.
That will take some time.
You should be using your teleport as frequently as you can, while making sure that you have at least one in reserve for any high priority targets that you get the opportunity to take out. The 180 drift is really nice too. Definitely good to master that.
We are
Unstoppable.
Now for your larger targets, you want to break out the missile launcher.
now burn.
The flyby, as you can see, is highly effective as well. Don't be crashing into stuff like that. With ships like this, there are always weak spots, like panels.
Defeat them.
Every ship is a little bit different. You just gotta find the weak spots.
Never give in.
When you are using the missile launcher and it runs low on ammo, switch into the minigun or the laser. Highly recommend generally using the missile launcher. Just switch into the minigun.
Time to
Hunt.
no more issues. Now we blast the core.
That's how you take out a ship.
Leap.
Okay.
So right there is a perfect dodge. You hear that sound. The dodge is something you definitely want to get the hang of early. You can just do a single roll, or if you're not boosting, you'll have to double tap the analog left or right. But another advanced tactic is to generally always be boosting. Sometimes you'll get slowed up and it's right when you get a charge attack and you can try to double spam and you might get the evade and might not. But wait to that last possible second as the orb closes and then roll and you'll evade the charge attack. Charge attacks hit hard, so you want to avoid them. Next note is always keep an eye out for where the most troublesome enemies are. Like this dude is giving a shield to 3 different enemies right now. But it's also a mine dude, so I can't really go too close in on him.
Open fire.
But I do want to make sure that as soon as I can take him out. So just keep an eye out for that opportunity. Take out targets around him in near proximity and just wait for that opening to go in.
Just
You can teleport behind, fire a couple of rounds, and then boost on mine targets. Just be advised, they're very likely to launch mines fairly quickly. And as soon as you see them launch mines, then boost and evade out of there. Like the moment you see them launch, start boosting to the side of the mines. Other tactic is to fly and then drift around the side. So I was mentioning before that drift 180 is really important to get down. Also really good for locating enemies. So say I want to locate this enemy. I can simply drift and then go into a teleport.
not done. So burn. Down in flames.
That tactic also works for evading a charge attack. If you teleport behind an enemy immediately or right before you're about to get hit, you can evade the damage. Basically, at any point that you have a charge attack on you, if you teleport, they will lose their tracking. So I think I'm gonna end the video with
Elden
some
Majestic.
gameplay of a boss fight.
What are you?
No! Betrayer! Your own storm shall ravage you!
Time for my storm rite again.
Be careful of that. That can make it so you can't die for a couple seconds. You can get it very hard while you're in a stun state.
I must mind my storm rite. She and her ship are both gone.
A warrior.
I need to know.
And that is some advanced tips and tactics to help you beat Chorus. I hope that helps.